These are the mothers of today. She wants her daughters to say this when men ask for their number.
Because AAVE and Ebonics are cool.
And this is why I keep telling you guys, asking for a woman's number is a waste of time.
How sway, Ringo? How exactly is that the case? So you mean to tell me, if I go out into the world and try to get these girls' numbers, then somehow I'm wasting my time? What the fuck, dude? I would understand if you didn't know what you were doing or how to do it, or if you went to places and ended up being socially awkward around women, but trying to get their contact information in general is not a waste of time. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about, dude. If anything, it's a numbers game and more or less a hobby some guys, or even girls, choose to engage in. When the opportunity arises, you gotta grab the bull by the horns and take risks. You're never gonna make any type of progress if you don't take any action. It's like playing the lottery. But I'll explain more about that later on. In the meantime, let's continue with this video.
It's a waste of time. Guys, we're living in a time, right, where as men, you got to understand something. If a woman want you, right, let's just say hypothetically, you're just kind of chilling, minding your own business, and a woman is like, look, enough is enough. I want this guy. She's going to reach out to you, do what she got to do, and get it popping. You don't got to do a damn thing.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Sorry to bust your bubble, but that's not how it works, sir. Women very seldom ever approach men. In my case, I have only ever been approached by women 3 times in my entire life, maybe 4. But for the most part, I do the approaching. I do the choosing. I walk up to whichever woman I want and see what the deal is with her. I usually am the one who gives them the offer to get with me, not the other way around. If they accept my offer, then great. But if not, then that's on them. They missed out. At that point, I just keep it moving. What I'm picking up from your statement, Mr. Ringo, is that a man's success in getting with a woman supposedly hinges only on the woman's actions. I mean, how did you meet your wife, Ringo? I'm very certain it was a likelihood of 97.5% you made the first move. I highly doubt she approached you first. Furthermore, you didn't even give your viewers any insight on how you met your wife. You just keep talking about choosing signals. That's what it seems to me. That right there was a missed opportunity on your part. So that by itself is an epic fail. Oh, and on a side note, I've noticed some of you weak-minded beta males out there who are so quick to claim that only women are the choosers and only they can choose the men they want to be with, or they have the final say-so and all that junk. But men can't choose the women they want to be with, which is complete dog shit, at least in my opinion. You're looking at the whole thing through the wrong lens because remember, it takes 2 to tango. If you want to be technical about it, men and women choose each other. As the Rob Bass song goes, it takes 2 to make a thing go right. Not, it only requires 1 and the other can't do shit about it. Nope, not how it works.
Do you understand that, gentlemen? You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is just be a man.
Be a man? That is a very vague and unclear statement. What the hell do you mean by be a man? Can you please clarify for me what that is supposed to mean?
And if the woman is at the point where she's interested and really ready to go to that next level, she's going to make the necessary adjustments to pretty much do what she need to do.
If you say so, dude.
So approaching women in today's day to waste your time to deal with this BS, it's just a waste of time when you could just get your money together, take a trip overseas and just deal with women over there, and you don't got to deal with the nonsense here in America. Because these women are crazy.
Or the issue could be that you're choosing the wrong women. I never fully understood this whole deal about every single woman in America per capita being crazy or whatever the case may be, and this necessity or obligation to travel overseas when you can just meet expatriate women who immigrate to the US from their native countries. I mean, it ain't that hard. What I'm picking up from your statement is that we should spend exorbitant amounts of money to travel to other countries, particularly to places where the currency is different, the laws are different, the possibility of the existence of a predominant left hand traffic format being present, and English not being the primary language. That is absurd. Now, it's one thing if you were traveling to gain some type of experience or if it's a hobby of yours, but traveling solely to meet women or to get laid? Boy, please.
Shut your lame ass up, nigga.
Like, literally, they're out of their minds. Imagine the audacity to say that you're teaching your daughters to be 304s and sell themselves to the highest bidder. So let me get this straight. So if I ran into a woman and I'm trying to kick it, her first initial thought is, let me see how much money I could get out of this guy. Let me see if he could send me some sort of financial money or whatever the case is to pay my bills.
If that's the case, then she's not the woman for you. More than likely, she's a gold digger, if not full-blown materialistic. I would definitely stay far, far away from these types of broads. So far away that I couldn't even touch them with a 10-mile pole.
Where do y'all come off with this sick mentality? Where do y'all come off with this madness? And you're wondering why these guys pump and dump. You're wondering why these guys will smash and dash, throw you in the trash. It's because you're mentally disturbed. You know? And this is why I'm saying the dating game is dead. Like, all you guys out there trying to find some sister because you want to find some decent woman. Guys, stop it, please. Stop. Just stop.
How about fuck you?
So I shouldn't approach women because a select few are mentally disturbed? That is why there exists a method called screening and vetting. For the first week or so after you meet a woman, it is very important for you to evaluate her overall ABC. That's actions, behavior, and character. How the two of you click in the future, or if you even remain in communication at all, sways very heavily on this. If the two of you pair well, then that's great. But if she's not interested or shows deceptive behavior, such as ghosting, making excuses, etc., then it's best to stop putting all your eggs in one basket and just let this particular woman go. Because there's always other fish in the sea.
Stop wasting your time. Focus on your money. Focus on your health. Stop thinking about these women. And just do you.
So in essence, you're telling us to go MGTOW. Just forget about women altogether. As heterosexual men, we are naturally inclined to think about and fantasize about women at the very least to a moderate capacity. What you're saying is completely pointless. Men can choose to be single or be with someone, but none of it is at your behest, Ringo.
When a woman come along and she look at you from afar and she realize that, okay, this is the guy that I want to fuck with, she gonna shoot her shot.
Good luck with that happening. You'd have a better chance of seeing Halley's Comet soar across the nighttime sky during your lifetime. Do you not understand, Ringo, that approximately 90% of women don't approach men out of fears of rejection? Women cannot take rejection as well as men can. That's why women rarely, if ever, approach guys. Men usually take the initiative, do the approach, and bring the entire set of events in motion. Women usually have to wait to be chosen. They can only accept or reject. But if no men choose or even pursue them, then they're just SOL. especially if they're single or can't find a man for whatever reason. If the man doesn't initiate and present his interest to the woman, then 95% of the time nothing happens because she damn sure ain't gonna approach you. In essence, she ain't even thinking about the guy like that.
We got to get it back to the basics because that's really the way it's supposed to be.
Back to the basics? What do you mean by back to the basics?
Never was designed for you as a man to be chasing a woman around. That's like, it was never designed that way.
What the hell do you mean it was never designed for men to be chasing women? What is that supposed to imply, sir? Since when in the history of ever was it, quote unquote, never designed for men to be chasing women? Who made you the unofficial enforcer of rules, Donald? Like, seriously.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
I'm assuming you're basically stating to me that men, despite being the pursuers, not the chasers, but the pursuers, there is a difference, people, are supposed to just sit idly by and let women come to them. Nah, cuz doesn't work that way. Oftentimes, men are influenced by a woman's surface level beauty, and that is why they usually take the wheel and assume control. All you young men out there, listen up. The key is how you approach a woman. What you want to do is approach with confidence and charm. Take a deep breath to clear your mind before you take the initiative if you have to. If you wish, use some type of icebreaker, such as something she's wearing, the current environment, anything she's doing that sparks your interest, etc. But please do not go up to women wolf whistling, catcalling, or spouting off any corny pickup lines that sound retarded as hell, which may undoubtedly come off as creepy or annoying. And please don't walk up to a woman talking that yo baby shit. This is not 1992, okay guys? Also, never compliment a woman on her appearance right off the bat, because a lot of times that's a one-way ticket to getting shot down quick. It's happened to me a couple of times, and every now and then it still bothers me, but thankfully it doesn't occur often, because I get along with most women fairly well. But this isn't about me. Anyway, let's continue.
It was always designed that you just be on your purpose and women naturally approach you.
Pardon me, but that's bullshit.
What the hell do you mean it was always designed? What does it refer to? Can you please elaborate what that implies? If you fail to do so, then I'm going to stamp a label of invalid on this argument of yours.
Because when a woman approach you and she's like, hello, my name is such and such, and she literally is open to you, you know she's not wasting your time because she's feeling you. If you're the one interested in a woman and she's not interested in you at first, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
I'm gonna ask you once again, how is trying to get with the woman a waste of time? You will never know if whether or not she's interested in you or if you have a chance with her if you don't walk up to her and ask. Because a closed mouth never gets fed. That's the whole entire point of approaching. Are you fucking retarded? Understand that I didn't give you the name Ringo Retard for nothing, you know. The only instance in which it would be a waste of time is if, let's say for example, you sit foot at a Starbucks and spot a lone pretty girl that you want to holler at, but you just sit there and wait and wait and wait and overthink for half an hour, trying to come up with the perfect line while staring and ogling at her, and then she gets up and leaves. In that instance, I would agree that you wasted time by doing absolutely nothing. At least if you muster up the courage to go up to her and talk to her, you two have a decent conversation, but when you ask for her number or if she wants to get together with you within the next couple of days, she ultimately turns you down for whatever reason. Whether it may be she may have a boyfriend, she may not want to engage or re-engage into dating, etc. then at least you can still some amount of pride and solace into the fact you made a valiant attempt to get with the girl, because always remember, it's better to try and fail than to not try at all. At least you won't be constantly tormented with the lingering thoughts of wishing you could turn back the clock to that moment to try again. You won't be like Brian McKnight telling yourself shoulda, woulda, coulda for the next 6 months. Not to mention, you can also learn from any mistakes you have made through trial and error. Let's look at it this way. Compare the situation of mingling with girls to playing the lottery. Now, of course, you're gonna lose majority of the time, but it doesn't necessarily make you a loser, nor are you supposedly quote unquote wasting your time. Because as long as you're having fun with it, then it shouldn't matter. Akin to how you keep buying lottery tickets. You gotta go out and keep talking to and mingling with women on a regular basis, or at least when you get the chance to do so. Because remember, you gotta play to win. You can't win if you don't play the game. Keep buying those tickets, and maybe, just maybe, something might give. The odds will go in your favor, and you may finally win big. But yeah, enough with that. Let's keep this shit show going.
And how many guys wasted their time shooting a shot, getting shot down? You could avoid all of that mess if you just stay on your purpose.
These guys waste their time shooting their shot, getting shot down. So the fuck what? Like I stated earlier, it's better to try and fail than to not try at all. To quote a line from Luther's song, Take You Out, don't care if I get rejected. At least then I won't regret. Regret the fact I missed a chance for romance at least. I'll walk away knowing I tried my best and I'm going. I'm going on with my day. Even if I get turned down, so what? At least I put forth the effort to get with this woman. I have absolutely zero compunctions after getting turned down, as long as he's not a bitch about it. The way I personally see it, I present my offer to the woman to get with me, and it's often based on icebreakers or certain criteria the woman may carry. If she accepts, then that's awesome, but if not, then that's her loss. She missed out, not me, especially if she's single. That being said, I'll still tell her to enjoy the rest of your day and then exit stage right. That's how I am on a systematic level. As for focusing on your purpose, money, health, etc., there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. By no means am I downplaying focusing on yourself and your goals, because that's what you're supposed to do. Women will come here and there, but they're just a bonus. It's no different from when you're a woman trying to focus on her purpose and personal life goals. But it seems you're telling us we should just give up on women altogether. Just go MGTOW. I did that years ago and it sucked. You know what I have to say to you, Ringo?
Shut your lame ass up, nigga.
That's it. Trust and believe me, guys. When a woman is feeling you, she'll take off her panties for you, bro. Like immediately. You don't even have to waste no time.
And how exactly does that even happen? You sound ridiculous as hell. And you're full of shit on top of that.
You full of shit. You understand that? You full of shit.
Guys, you can meet a woman in one day. She feeling you. She'll invite you to her house the same day. I promise you.
Invite you to her house the same day. Yeah, to probably set you up to get robbed or possibly killed. Fellas, don't trust a woman you just met if she invites you to her house right off the bat. You don't know her from a can of paint, and she doesn't know you either. There has to be an equal level of familiarity, comfortability, and trust between the both of you before any dating or potential relationship can commence and develop upon any time frame down the road. Otherwise, she could set you up for a trap where you could possibly be robbed of your money, your belongings, or even worse, your life. Because these things do happen from time to time, all throughout the country, and even elsewhere in the world. Furthermore, you don't make very good promises either, Ringo. I hate to sound like a broken record, but this phrase bears repeating.
You full of shit. You understand that? You full of shit.
But it gotta be a woman that's really into you. And that's the only way you're gonna experience what I'm talking about.
I don't think so. The main key is to go places, have oodles of fun, and just live your life each day while thinking about women as little as possible. Go to places where you know for a fact women will be present, but never go with the sole primary intention of trying to pick up women. There's a difference. When you least expect it, you just might come across a fine lass one way or another. But when you see her, make sure you speak up and tell her what your purest of intentions are, because remember, like I stated before, a closed mouth never gets fed. She may say yes or she may say no. You're subject to receive 99 no's before you finally receive a yes at some point. But regardless of the outcome, be proud you at least put forth the effort and made the attempt to get with this woman. Just go out and have fun with it. Additionally, you're gonna have to develop a thick skin against rejection. Nonetheless, you gotta keep playing the lottery and not stress yourself out over the losses. In conclusion, stop listening to garbage brain dead idiots like Ringo TV retards spew out. Don't do it, because they will lead you down a road of disappointment and failure. There's just one word I have to describe your method of meeting women, Ringo.
Pathetic.
And now, I'm about to let the cat out of the bag and have him kick your trifling ass out of my motherfucking house, you stupid asshole.
Hey! Whoa!
Sit, Toro, sit. Good boy.